I'll say indeed, and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friend. Thank you for joining me again on another day, another moment for us to be patiently patient, to show up for one another, and to see where this patience takes us. I appreciate you deeply for joining me, sharing this moment with me again, for being patient enough to wait for a moment. I'm trying to get this frame right. Yeah, here we go. I feel small enough. Maybe I'll be a little bit. Let me see who's here. Let me see. Where's my live chat? There it is. Joy V. Love you, friend. Thank you for joining me. I was talking about you yesterday, but I don't know if you were there. Kitty was coming and saying hi, so I thought about you. Is that Nova? Is that Nova? I see Nova. Nova, dude, where have you been? Oh, how have you been? How are you right now in this moment? Have you been patiently patient, or have you been a little bit expectant, waiting for things? Shanna, it's nice having you. Siobhan, good morning, Melt and more friends. So much love to you, Siobhan. It's nice having you. Love you. There's a little delay on stream. That tends to be the way it is, right? Sometimes. Oh, Sam just said A. So let's see. No, I passed out on stream yesterday. I knew. I know. I must know. I was just like mildly telling you to so that you know that I know, and so that you know that I was thinking about you, and still sending you love regardless. I lift that foot up. No, that's not the way it was supposed to go. Oopsie. My freaking brain doesn't wanna accept crookedness. It's like no. How about no? No, I passed out on the stream. Just woke up with a phone in my hand. I'm trying to see into your world. Sam, Natalie's nice having you. I've been okay, a lot better now in general. I'm feeling more contempt towards my future. Contempt, like content or contempt, right? Because hey, Google, what does contempt mean? Yeah, the feeling that a person or a thing is worthless or beneath consideration. I don't want that, dude. I don't want that for you. I want you to be content with your future, to hopeful even. What is making you be what is making you feel that way, dude? Please let us know. Has it been a process of feeling like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing? If you've been checking out the last few days of streams, you'll notice that there's been like a little bit of that energy present in me as well. I was talking about being stuck in consideration. The day before that, we talked about discipline. The day before that, we talked about something pretty similar as well. You know, all of these nodes of feeling like we're supposed to be doing things, right? Knowing we're supposed to be doing things that will serve our future, if you will. And then feeling sometimes like it's hard to, like we get stuck in a consideration loop, preparation loop, like, oh yeah, I can do these things and I can potentially do these things, right? And I feel just to give like a little bit of contrast, we're gonna talk about patience. Melita did suggest that we talk about patience today. To be patient with ourselves, right? To acknowledge that discipline is very important, to acknowledge that we shouldn't get stuck in loops of planning, loops of anticipation, loops of just trying to prepare ourselves for the thing that we know we're supposed to be doing and actually doing it, but also being patient with ourselves throughout that process. There he is, Connor, taking it one day at a time, right? Patiently, deep, patiently, taking it one day at a time. Joy, if you're passing out during stream, it's just another day. Her, no, right? Natalie, I've been thinking about you throughout the day and I've been fixing my posture check. Thank you. Gonna sit. Oh, super. Just there. My back is mostly straight, and I do walk with good posture. And my mind, please stop the self conscious. Oh, there we go. That's better. I mean, I hope you mean content, Nova. I meant hopeful, more excited about my future. Okay, okay, that brings some calm into my heart. I'm happy to hear that, Nova. You deserve that, friend. Oh man, I'm really happy to hear that. I feel like that's something that's extremely underrated. Just being content, right? Being okay, being sure that we're gonna have a good future. I've been feeling the same thing. I've been tripping out that I'm not doing all of the things that I know I should be doing. Eva is almost looking like a demon in the background right now. Hello, kitty, kitty. Hello, kitty. How's a kitty, my kids? Hello, kitty. Kiss, 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 kiss. Hello, kitty. Right? Worrying that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing for the growth. I'm supposed to, and I'm like, bruh, really? You're serious? You do realize you're going to envy this version of yourself for the rest of your life. Just think about that. Who you are right now is the deepest envy of who you'll be, right? And sure, we might be going through stuff right now. Our world might not be as loving as we know it could be. Our society might not be taking care of us as much as it's supposed to. But we are in a time in life where we are the youngest we'll ever be, right? As a trip. I don't know if this is discouraging, but you are right now the youngest you'll ever be in your whole existence. Congratulations, you're a few seconds older since coming to that realization, right? So, in that way, if you think about the version of you that's potentially in a like a retirement, what do you call those places? Retirement, assisted living, right? Whatever. And I kind of have a hopeful view of assisted living one day. Me and my homies talk a lot about how when we, get super duper old and have to live in assisted living, we're just gonna be chilling. We're gonna have the time of our lives, assisted living together, assisting each other in living, if you will. But that version of me, right? And a part of me doesn't want to believe I'll ever get old. Part of me wants to believe that I'll get like gene editing therapy and I'll just be like this Melt. I'll be like 35-year-old Melt and I'll just be like, yeah, 1,000-year-old being looking like a 35-year-old. That's the hopeful part of me. But the the realistic, maybe even critical, maybe even sometimes cynical version of me is like, you're gonna die one day. You're gonna die, and I'm like, yeah, fine. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay, fine, right? And then I think to myself that this version of me, very much alive, is the envy of that version of me that is now actively dying. And then I'm like, whoa, whoa, okay, this is pretty cool. So be patient with yourself. You got this, dude. Oh, we got this. I'm missing a few comments. Connor, again, it's nice having you, friend. So much love to you, Brother Bear. How are you doing today? How are you feeling? How are those voices treating you, dude? Tell us. Doing immaculate times two now that you're here, tuner. So nice. How freaking nice, Jovan. Oh, that's melting me. Honestly, though, just starting to write stuff down and realize that you only have to worry about today. Hope you're all doing immaculate. Yes. Yes. Actually, that's bringing my mind to my diary entry today. Maybe I'll read a little bit of it. It's this one. I like I went into like a little bit of a trip to myself, dude. Where was it? Here it is. Lately, I've been experiencing a low, feeling like I'm not or I can't do the things that I should be doing. I want to film more videos, but it seems to be something I struggle to do. I've done it before, and I will do it again. I just wonder where all this resistance is coming from. Maybe the best course of action will be to lean into the resistance, to face it directly and see it as encouragement instead of being stopped by it. That message, right? Writing things down, being like, whoa, I feel things. How about I write these things that I feel down instead of just tripping myself out about it always? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Connor, for suggesting that too, friend. I feel so clear. I feel so clear. It's like almost 4 days since I smoked weed. The keto was treating me so well. I slept well. I woke up early this morning. I did 40 push ups. I've done 30 more push ups since. I've done 40 pull ups. I've spent like 3 hours drawing. I feel like a machine. I'm like, yes, it's okay. It's okay. Like, it's such a trip actually that we're talking about patience today because I've been the complete opposite of patient with myself. I've been like, you do the thing, you freaking do the thing now. You're gonna do it. And I'm trying to. The videos are still coming hard, but I'm trying. I'm really trying. Doing all right, tuners. How are you? I posted a snippet online of one of my songs. It got 565 views, 33 likes, and 3 people saved my song. It made me so happy, and I know I can make music and help people feel this even more. 565 different individuals had your music into their brains, dude. 33 different human beings. Like, just think about 33 people, walking up to you and be like, yeah, yeah, that's nice. 3 people did, kept it, like, made it a part of their digital identity forever now. Yeah, Nova, keep doing it though. Keep making more. Make more, make more. Keep doing. Wouldn't it be funny if I was visiting Melt and actually fell asleep live midstream, just curled up, started snoring, then everyone was like, whatever. She does that all the time. I'm kind of imagining you like a cat in this moment in that way, being like curled up, in a little ball, having your legs all over your face or whatever. The way cats do. I'm just trying to stay patient, not stressing out about the small stuff. One day at a time, Nova. No, that was Connor. You got this, dude. I believe in you, man. Just trying to stay patient. Lurk time. Natalie, love you, friend. Even if you're lurking, go, yo, you're awesome. Yeah. Drinking Energizer Bunny tea this morning. Shan, honoring you. Sunflower petals. Calendula, cornflower, lemongrass, spearmint, nettle, ginkgo, ginseng, and herbamate. Yerbamate. That sounds positively psychedelic. Sounds like some medicine mother type of teas as well, actually. I really like it. Thank you for sharing that with us, Jovan. I would like some tea like that as well someday, actually. That's an amazing tea blend. Sounds pretty sick. I don't think I've had any of those. I've smelled lemongrass and peppermint, but I don't think I've had tea like that. Ginseng I've had as well. That's pretty cool. The resistance is the Earth's core. That it starts spinning the other way, lol. You literally, our Earth's core. This is like, oh yeah, how about I do it the other way around? And it happens like 30 years, every 30 or 35 years approximately. And it has been happening for all of eternity. But it very much is the shift of an age. Things are changing. And you friends have probably been feeling it, huh? Yeah. Many feels, so many stuff happening in our heads, so many old patterns melting away. It really has been a process. I'm proud of you, friends. Thank you for joining me today, sharing a moment. Dang, Joe, that really is quite an energy to blend. Get them energies. Yeah, it sounds nice, doesn't it? I know it's amazing that people liked it. I will keep doing this, please. Please do, Nova. Like, my mind believes that you should, right? Like, that's your responsibility. Like, we are here as creators, all right? And if you don't create, then you will be told what to create, right? And it's not necessarily bad to be told what to create. It can be good even, because then you can create things with a direction. But do both, right? Do both. Create for yourself as much as you create for other people as well. Thank you, Nova, for doing that. Mm. Writing is just crystallizing the truth you already know within yourself. It helps the voices that it does. Nova, where can we find this snippet if you're willing to share, Nova? We'd like to see, friend. You're looking good, Melty. Happy you're eating and feeling nice. The keto is working, right? I've technically gained weight today, which was like really upsetting. I was like, I ate well below my calorie needs yesterday. Still felt completely satiated, right? Like the nice thing about keto is you're eating heavy food. Like I eat actual, I weigh my fat in multiple tens of grams, right? Technically, in my coffee today, I put 44 grams of butter. That's a lot of grams of anything to be putting in your body that's like that calorie dense. And it just makes me feel satiated. I'm not hungry. I think that's the thing that's boggling my mind right now, is that I'm not feeling. It's almost like the demon inside of me that's like, you need to consume. I was like, we just ate something, dude. And it's like, no, something that you just ate is gone. No, it's been eaten. Eat something again. That part of me is not present right now. It makes me feel like I have a little bit more energy. Mm. Looking good. On TikTok, I posted it there. There we go. What is your keto diet, Melt? 70% of my calories come from fat. Practically my keto diet. Hey, Crystal Devay. It's nice having you, friend. We're streaming on the YouTube as well, as you know. Connor is here. I would if I was on TikTok. I also don't have TikTok. I'd completely delete it off my phone. And I know I'm supposed to be posting on TikTok. I have friends that are also content creators. They're like, hey, dude, you should be posting on TikTok. And they discoverability. I'm like, yeah. And like, hey, dude, you should be making shorts. Like, it's really good. I'm like, yeah. I know I should be. I just feel like I'm selling my soul when I do that. I'm gonna start making dancing videos for the shorts. I know. I know. I know it's gonna be so cringe, but it's gonna it's gonna have to happen. It's gonna happen. Oh, that schmeckchen guys, sofa. Love you. I think Ryan is here too. Hi all, just doing a drive-by and an up, dude. Schedule changes back to normal tomorrow. Ryan here. We love you, dude. Thank you for joining us, Ryan. Even for a moment, friend. Post it on the Discord if you want. I'd love to hear it, Nova. Please do. I will be back. I'm getting food. See your friends. Love you, Nova. Isn't it late? You know what? You get food, dude. You get food whenever you want to. Get something good, Nova. Please do. Yeah, something that will nourish your soul. Only thing Melt puts in his coffee is schmackshiness. So much schmackshiness in my coffee, dude. Like instantly my mind goes, yeah. I'll put some of that schmackshiness. Unfortunately, that has officially become cringe. Hello, kitty. Right? Salt Bay has made himself so cringe, dude. Please, Salt Bay. Oh. You friends probably have seen the whole nonsense with the whole like, oh man, you know what? Who needs culture anyway? Who needs to be cultures? Melt cat pets, give me more pets, please. Oh, please give me some pets. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow. I've been using my tripod for my main phone. It's been kind of nice. You know, this way I can actually know that it's gonna be level when I put it down. It has adjustable little feetsies. What do you friends think? Has the stream been different? I know I'm looking down, right? And I'm painfully aware of that, especially after Joy. Was it Joy Vive? No, Melita. Melita said something. I'm like, oh shit. Right? So part of me wants to be like, oh goodness. Okay. Melty's tummy. Consume. Melty. Now fam. Keto's the way. Yeah, dude. Like you've gotten your calories. And you still have fat though. Eat yourself. Just eat yourself. That's what I do when I do keto, at least. Fasting. I mean, tripping out about that as well. Patience. All right. So actually, you know what? That's the fractal I'm feeling. This morning, as I was sharing, right? Like I completely consumed under my recommended, my measured calories, and I do measure my food again, and I still gained a kilogram today, like 2 pounds. I gained 2 pounds since yesterday. I'm like, bruh, you didn't even eat, like 500 grams of food. How the hell are you gaining 2 pounds? And it's just water weight mostly because of the fasting, and I'm gaining some weight back right now. And then I realized, right, this part of me that wants to go fasting again. It's like, oh yeah, you think you're gonna gain some weight? How about I eat nothing again? And then I'm like, hey, oh, you like ate nothing for like 4 days, 3 days ago. How about you relax for a second and be patient? Be patient. Yeah. I've already lost 10 pounds, 10 to 13 pounds this month. So if I can keep that up, I'll disappear in the next 2 years. Melts away from the universe. Goodness. I usually take my oats off the scale before adding the water to my overnight oats. I left it on the other day. It was 247 grams. Of course it was. I've been seeing 47s everywhere. 47s and 44s have been so present with me as of late. Ridiculously so, almost. Like it's so synchronous and so present that it just feels like a new normal. I'm like, oh yeah, synchronicities, of course. Hello, my old friend. Mentally healthy, that is. Did I miss something? It's probably just water weight. Stop weighing yourself every day. I know, Joyview. I know. The thing is, right, and it's my mind's desperate need to have data points, right? Like I'm very I like information viscerally. I like yes, give me some of that information on Samar. Get some, right? And it's been proven. You can tell someone to start weighing themselves every day, right? And just do that. And I think something like 80% of the participants in that study lose weight, right? They're not told anything. They're not told how to exercise. They're not told what to eat. They're not told how much to eat. They're not told anything other than start weighing yourself every day. And then when they do that, they start losing weight, right? Because like just being aware of this fractal within yourself allows you to slowly but surely steer yourself in the right direction. But I do agree. I do agree because I ruined my own trip for a moment, right? By the fact that I gained 2 pounds. I'm like, bruh, what do you mean you gained 2 pounds? What the fuck? You know? What the hell? Hello, Peppy. Mashi. Susanna, are you getting enough protein during the day? I have a problem with night snacking. Yeah, protein helps. Like night snacking is like the biggest thing for me as well, Susanna. And apparently that's the worst, the single most worst thing you can do for yourself if you're trying to lose weight or stay healthy. Our bodies are not made to be eating at that time of day, and especially not laying down and trying to sleep with all of those calories. Oh, the plants that look very similar to what we have in Louisiana and Florida. Pretty cool. These plants, I mean, I think we have kind of similar climates, right? Florida is a little bit on the drier side, isn't it? It's more coastal as well, though. Maybe inland. I don't know. I'm not cultured enough yet. Need to be super well traveled before I can, make proper judgments. Would be awkward to mount the tablet. It would be a little bit. I'm waiting for the contact lens I'll put in my eye, and then I'll have a little monitor in the middle of it. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I'm gonna put technology in my eyeballs so that I can read your friends' comments. Yeah, that's how serious. That's how much. I don't want to see your comments. I want your comments inside of my eyeball. Oh goodness, I'm sorry. That might be a little bit much. I should start writing down what I eat, but I'm too lazy. So I might just go the simple route and just eat clean. Just eat whole, dude. Eat stuff that is like whole, right? If you eat something that you don't know what's inside of it, that's probably a bad sign, right? If you have to read the label of behind, be like, what the hell is inside of this stuff? Then it's probably not the greatest. But if you can eat something that you're like, oh yes, my meat contains meat. My barley is barley. Right? That does help. It does help a little bit. Awkward awkward to mount. The plant's there, probably just water weight. You're right. Again, Susanna, are you getting enough protein? Good question. I've been seeing tons of 44s too, right? Calling you out, Melt. Quit the prioritizing the number on the scale and prioritize the clarity that you feel. Yes. Thank you for the reminder. Your friends are so wise. I have Kitty joining me again. He's a kitty. He's a kitty. He's a sweet girl. This is something I learned on the internet. When they look at you and they like slow blink, and you look back at them and you slow blink as well, it like communicates like a kind of acceptance for one another, a love, an appreciation. Those eyes. She has these beautiful green eyes. They're the tiniest of little schlitz right now. There's so much light outside. This. Your friends are right. I changed my snacking habits to protein. I'll eat a can of tuna instead of chips. Joy Vive coming with like big wisdom right now. Maybe I don't ever know what's enough is Sam. I don't feel it's that even, Susanna. It's just, at least in my world, this is what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. I eat, or at least I do usually, emotionally, right? Like I've eaten enough in the day, but then I feel a certain level of emotional. I feel kind of discontent with something happening. I feel upset with the way things are going. I feel discouraged with my progress in a particular vector. And then I eat because it helps me escape, at least for a few moments, that narrative. But then unfortunately, it comes along with new negative narratives, right? So it becomes a negative feedback loop that I don't like getting stuck into. So I feel better than criticizing ourselves for not knowing what's enough. We should just get enough of the things that we know we need, right? And our friend suggested very perfectly getting enough protein. Protein is more satiating than chips will be, for example. And I love chips. Like I'll fight an old lady for some chips, yo. But it's not good for us. At least not as an everyday type of thing. Snacking is so easy to do. I've had to stop myself from buying snacks at the store. That's also a good way to not eat snacks. It's just don't buy them. I used to do wrestling. The cuts were crazy, unhealthy, and it was physically and mentally exhausting to worry about the number. Me too. How about that, Connor? I also used to do wrestling, and I also remember these trips where I like one competition. I was something like a kilogram, 2 pounds, too heavy for my weight class. So, so my dad suggested that I go and puke to get water weight out of me. And then he put me in a thick jacket and I ran circles around the parking lot to sweat the rest of the weight off of my body so that I can get into the weight class I was supposed to be wrestling in. And it was that day that I was like, what the fuck? What the hell's happening right now? So I get what you're saying, that I completely agree. Like it becomes like a vector of self-judgment, that you can't escape, if you will. There are calculators online that you can use to figure out how much you need. This is true. You can there's a lot of them. If you just Google what's my macros or how many or macro calculator, you'll find something that you put your height into, you put your gender into, you put your weight into, you put your activity level into, and then it will pop out a vector, a little graph, a little bit of information about the calories you're supposed to be consuming. And then as long as you consume underneath that number, you should lose weight, right? And it might still not work, but then you can pay attention to the information and adjust going forward. There The best thing I did when the batteries in the scale died, I didn't replace it. There we go. That's a good one as well, actually. I usually am not hungry until like 4, and then I eat until like 9. Okay, so you're doing like intermittent fasting as well, at least, Susanna. That's not too bad. 4 p.m., and then you stop eating at 9 p.m. That's the way I'm reading it right now, at least. It was hard cuts, followed by excessive overeating. Definitely grew some bad habits. Been trying to reprogram myself. Me too, dude. Little by little, bro. It takes time, right? And be patient with yourself while you're going through this process. That really is the only advice I think is worth giving. Your kitty is so small. I love her. She's a sweetheart. I really thought that she was gonna grow up, right? When I went to Christian's place, I kind of accepted that by the time I come back, Kitty is gonna be exponentially larger than she is right now. And then Kitty just didn't grow up, right? Like look at my hand in scale to her, right? Like this is directly next to her body. Sorry, Kitty. You just touched me, yo. Better not sneeze. She's like, "Are you gonna touch me? You gonna touch me?" Like my hand is like double the size of her face. She's so small. Look at that. Look at that. Directly next to her body. She's so tiny. She's such a small kitty. Oh, there we go. Back again. Slow blinks at your friends. Thank you, Chopin. I don't weigh myself. It was a huge problem when I had an eating disorder. I go to get my clothes. I go by how my clothes fit. When they're falling off, I know I'm doing good. My first goal is to fit back in my pre-COVID clothes. That's a good one. That's actually a good one, right? Not measuring yourself by the weight that you weigh, but how comfortable you feel, right? And I feel like clothing, one of the most important factors of clothing for me is how comfortable I feel in them. If I don't feel comfortable in clothing, what's the point of wearing it? Oh, oh, that's nice. So yeah, I I encourage. Yes, good, very good. I believe in you, Joy V. So much encouragement. Oh, thanks, Shan. I believe in you too, Joy V. All of us collectively on your shoulder. Thank you for the up dudes. Yesterday, Shan, there was 47 up dudes as well, by the way, and I think seven views or something like that. So more synchronicities there as well. I try not to fixate on my weight. My figure is changing, but the number on the scale isn't, and it's frustrating, especially if you're exercising, right? Because you might be gaining muscle mass. Ah, I actually didn't really consider that. You might be gaining muscle mass, and muscle mass weighs exponentially more than fat. Well, not that exponential, like a little bit more than fat. 7 friends watching, Shan, 4 up dudes. More synchronicities. I think it's just forcing on following through with the healthy habits you're trying to set and reward those behaviors with things other than junk. I feel that so much. That sounded like it felt amazing, Mel. Cracking the back a little bit. Movement. Yeah, kitty. She's on the cushion with me right now. Meow meow. What is it, meow? Patience. Patience. Damn, Mel, never knew you wrestled. I feel that fractal so much, running in 3 layers of clothing to get every drop of sweat. Yeah, right? What a trip. What a trip that both of us, went through that fractal at one point. I was a wrestler. It was a weird part of my life. There's this one move where you hook someone's neck and then you put your leg in front of their legs and then you twist and then you basically fling them over your leg and then they're midair and then you disconnect your legs from the ground, and then you, with momentum, fling yourself with them onto the mat. And I would decimate people like that. Like, I would actually hurt people. But it was so effective. It was so effective. Man, I kind of forgot about that part of myself. No, Connor is a cute little bird that landed on the tree. I would like to show you, but it's too far away for you to be able to make it out. He has like a purplish throat piece, white body, might be reddish throat piece. I'm even having a hard time seeing him. Really didn't miss it. Yet, I was the lightest I've ever been. Really want to go back to that weight. Just not trying to get to it like that again. Take your time, dude. Be patient with yourself, with your weight loss journey. Like, you can think about it from this perspective of how long did it take you to weigh as much as you weigh right now, right? Like, it took me my whole life to weigh exactly what I do right now. So if I have that as a frame of reference, it can take me 24 more years for me to get into the shape I want to be, right? Then I'm gonna be 50 and I'm gonna be in the condition I want to be in, right? And then it gives me a little bit more time. I can be a little bit more patient with myself. And I'm not saying this is like a cop out to be like, weight loss, mate loss. Who even needs any of that? You know, I got the next 20 years to do it. No, it's more the framing of like, you know what? It's gonna be okay. You're not less lovable. I feel like that's something that we should very much stress as well. You're not less lovable for being a certain weight, right? No matter what you weigh. It's very much I love myself, so I'm going to take care of myself. Because we know exercise has a myriad of benefits. One of the best treatments for depression is exercise. One of the best ways to ensure that you stay healthy in the long term is exercise. One of the best, medicines you can give your heart is exercise. In fact, and this is something I learned recently, your brain mass increases when you exercise. How about that? Cursa and Gunham and Joseph too. Love you, friends. I'm streaming on YouTube as well. So if you see me kind of like staring out into the distance, and if you want to hear some better audio quality, I have a microphone. And if you want to see more of my environment, I'm streaming on YouTube at Meltmore. Same username. No expectation, of course, but I just had to share. For real, wrestling brought out another side of me. Yeah, I mean, it is very much an aggressive and yeah, I know. It's a combative sport, right? Like you're the whole derivative of the thing is you have to pin the other person to the ground, right? And if you're not as skilled or as strong or as capable as the other person, then you're the one that loses. So you're like, you get into it, like you get pretty riled up. It's it's like one of those things that the masculine kind of gets, swept up by. Joy Vive working out, getting that brain so swole. Proud of you, lovely lady. Heat stroke also makes the brain swole. Mm. Mm. Oh goodness, concussions too. I saw a video today on Reddit where they have like a model of a brain and then like a skull that's kind of like cut off the top of it. The cat just jumped out of the tree. Like the top of the skull was cut off, and then they take that skull and they like hit it against the hand, and then you see the brain jiggle in the skull. I'm like, oh goodness. I really do not want to hit my skull against anything. I need all the encouragement. We are gonna give you all of it. Every day, little by little, we're going to encourage one another to be better. Not from a perspective of that you're not good, right? Not from the perspective of that you're not worthy of love, but very much from this perspective of we love ourselves and we love you so much that we only want the best for you. I lost about 20 to 30 pounds in about a month. So maybe try to space that out a bit more. The feeling that I could eat whatever I want and lose a ton of weight was too easy. The feeling that I could eat whatever I want and lose a fuck ton of weight was too easy. I'm a little bit confused about what you're saying right now, Connor. Like, I don't understand. I don't even like exercise except lap swimming. I love swimming. There we go. There we go, Susanna. Do that, right? And I know it's easier said than done, but maybe there's like a local gym that has a swimming pool. So, like, you don't have to do, what I tell you to do. You did show up for yoga today, right? You did show up for yoga today, and I'm very proud of you for doing that. But do what you like to do. If you like swimming, swim. Swim. Don't do anything that you don't want to do, especially if you want to do it long term, right? I feel like that's something that's very important. Is to be patient enough with ourselves to find what it is we like and then to commit to those things. Start doing it. Unfortunately, when you work out at a place, like you have to go somewhere to go swimming, it does add a whole other layer of resistance. That's why I've like really noticed that I do prefer exercising at home, partially because I literally cannot get away from home right now. That does definitely make a difference. But mostly because I honestly believe that exercising should be something that's fun. Like most of my exercises are pretty rudimentary. I do basic push-ups and basic pull-ups. And I do yoga. All right, so it's not too complicated. Okay, I think this will be better for at least a moment. There's still some sun firing my eyeballs, but it's not too bad. Okay, let me get this dude a little bit further away again. Ooh, I opened someone else's video. Excuse me, dude. Sorry for decimating your watch time. That is crazy weight loss. That is actually like losing 30 pounds in a single month is absurd almost. I was feeling like I was swimming through today's yoga, mega fluid, right? I really enjoyed today's yoga. It felt like a deep moment of patience. I could feel the patience almost becoming embodied in my body. Whew, thank you, Melt. Yeah, go swimming with my mama every Wednesday. There we go. You're already doing it. I'm proud of you. I'm saying that I would just starve myself rather than focus on eating healthy. I took the easy road. Okay, I get you. I get you. I do. I really do, Connor. But I don't really believe that fasting is bad for you. Man, the sun is really trying to get me. Right? Like fasting does have medical benefits. And I honestly believe that fasting might be better for you than an extreme cutting of calories over a longer period of time. Because our bodies are kind of made to do that, right? Like we have this starvation gene in our bodies that store fat, right? And then when you stop eating, your body is like, oh, wait, now we're going to use this fat that we've stored for this exact occasion. So even though I get what you're saying, I don't think it's necessarily all bad. Having said that, on the other side of that fractal, eating whatever you want, right? Junk food galore, and then starving yourself to lose the weight again, and then getting stuck in that loop. I don't know if that's good. And I do that. I'm a stubborn Taurus. Me too, Susanna. Me too. I'm very stubborn. I'm absurdly stubborn. I'm stubborn with myself even sometimes. So I feel you. Say never starve. Yeah, starving yourself works too well. When I was deep in my disorder, I was losing a pound or more a day. Yeah. The fasting I did, like 3 days ago, I also lost 10 to 13 pounds in like 4 days. So like losing more than a pound a day, basically. It is possible. Me and Mama joined the gym together, and sometimes it's hard because I'm not feeling it some days. She makes me feel super guilty about it. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing it my way. I won't do it. If I don't do it my way, I won't do it. Willpower will fail you every time. Only discipline works, Susanna. Yeah, this is true. At least with my stubborn nature, right? Because, and as I said, I'm stubborn with myself, right? Like I'll be like, I don't want to do the thing. So I just set a time. I'm like, from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m., I'm going to be swimming. And then come 7 a.m., come hell or high water, I swam, right? As an example. Like these streams, for example, right? If I had to only do these stream based on when I just wanted to, when it suited me, when I felt my best, when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be such a joyous person and everybody is going to appreciate the time I spend with them, then I would probably have done 5 streams up to this moment. But no, discipline. Like, yes, I'm gonna fucking do it. Do it, no matter what. I'm stubborn Taurus. Fasting from water as well and doing intense workouts to take all the sweat out. I agree that fasting plus healthy food is beneficial for sure. And it should be done in moderation as well. Like the goal for this year is to do the last days of each month. I want to do at least 10% of my whole year in a fasted state. And that sounds crazy, right? What the hell, Mel? Do you want to do 10% of your year fasted? Yes. But 10% of my whole year is like 3 to 4 days each month, right? That's not too bad. You can do that. Rebranding anorexia as fasting is not cool. Yes, it's kind of funny the way you said it, but I agree, Joviv. It's not funny and it's not cool to kind of like make less of anorexia because it is a very big problem for a lot of people. And body dysmorphia, right? You might be losing weight. You might, be in a better shape than you've been your whole life, and you can still be telling yourself that you're fat, right? And this is something that I've noticed in my own journey of weight loss. Something called body dysmorphia, right? Where you get fit and then you're like, I look good when I'm fit. And then you gain 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Then you look exponentially less fit to the way you used to look. And even though comparatively you're not that overweight, right? You're 10 pounds heavier than you used to be. You are really hard on yourself, like very hard on yourself to the point of, ruining your own day sometimes. Like I've ruined a lot of my own days with my own self-critical nature. So it really is a weird fractal. And I'm trying to learn how to mediate the amount of potential self-hate when I don't look the way I always want to. Does the lithium make you thirsty? I can't stop drinking water because of my lithium medication. I would die. Yeah, please don't stop drinking water in general. That would be not recommended. I know I was talking to Melty Connor. We love you, dude, so much. I do feel you though, Joy. Can be easy to be falsely labeled. Yep. I can't stop drinking water because of my lithium. So thirsty. Body dysmorphia is brutal. It will never be enough. So just accept who you are and be better than yesterday. Be patient with yourself, right? In that way. Be patient in knowing that things will fluctuate. Sometimes you'll gain some weight, sometimes you'll lose some weight. Sometimes you'll lose some weight, sometimes you'll gain some weight. And to realize that and to be patient with that process is easier said than done. Absolutely. Right? We've all said it to ourselves before. Yeah, I'm gonna lose some weight. But it takes time. And I feel we really don't like things that take time. Like we live in a society where instant gratification has gotten to a point where we get everything we want, right? If you live in a first world country with like something like Amazon, you get everything you want in like a day, in 2 days. It's kind of crazy even. So going through a weight loss journey that will take you weeks, months, even years is exponentially more difficult than I think it ever was, right? And at the same time, we have more information than we've ever had on how to do it, on the things that we should be doing in order to lose weight. We have means of calculating the exact amount of calories we're supposed to be eating. We have technology to weigh our food. It is easier than it's ever been. And yet, because of our societal norms, it is also harder than it's ever been. Paradoxical, if you will. Little burbies. Doggos and catos. Dad in the background. When we get everything we want, we must choose who we want to be. It reminds me of the just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. Mm. We were so concerned with whether or not we could that we didn't stop and consider whether or not we should. That being said, I feel all of us could potentially lose weight, right? Not saying that you have to. And it's a very personal journey on asking yourself whether or not you should. It's a it's a process of, and at least in my world, of getting strong. I feel like that's the thing that I'm trying to connect my way to more than anything these days, is how strong am I? How easy is it for me to do my pull-ups? How easy is it for me to do push-ups? How easy is it for me to get out of bed? How easy is it for me to move throughout my environment freely and with a sense of empowerment, like I'm capable, right? And I've noticed that if I'm a little bit lighter, it it becomes easier just to live in general. Ooh, a dragonfly just landed on my stuff. That's nice. Got visited. If Maxine was here, I'd ask her what the dragonfly spirit animal means. You know what? Hey Google, what does the dragonfly mean in spirit animal terms? They can symbolize going past self centered illusions that limit our growth and ability to change. The dragonfly has been a symbol of happiness, new beginnings, and change for many centuries. The dragonfly means hope, change, and love. How about that? Especially the first part. Can symbolize going past self centered illusions. Uh huh. How about that? Or self created. Yeah, create self-created illusions. The self-created illusion that you're not worthy of love, not worthy of, food even because of how much you weigh. That is a very I'm tripping out. That dragonfly just came to like give me a little message. Man, how did I miss so many so quickly? When we get everything. Okay, I think of that. I read on one. I don't mean to blame a medication for everything, but when I start taking lithium, I gain 30 plus pounds in like the first 2 months. I have stretch marks up to my hips that happen so fast. It really sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Susanna. I am sorry to hear that. I wonder why that is. Hey, Google, why does lithium make you gain weight? Although not very common, weight gain is another adverse effect seen with chronic use of lithium. An early study has found that lithium maintenance therapy stimulated weight gain of over 10 kilograms and 20%, which was attributed to an increased thirst in majority of individuals. Very synchronous to what you were saying you're going through, Susanna. How interesting. How interesting. And you can eat, right? Like that's the thing as well. Like carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. It's water. Hydrates. Like literally. If you're so thirsty, it will literally force you or want you to eat more carbohydrates as well. What a trip. I think it might take about a year to get my goal weight by going the healthy route. I could go back to my disorder and lose it all in 3 months, but I ain't gonna. Please, no. Please be patient, Joy Vive. I'll celebrate you throughout this whole process, right? No matter what you weigh, no matter who you are, no matter what you look like, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna be like, hey, person, you are worthy of love. Here I am, loving. We're just encouraging one another to love ourselves in the same way, to do the things that we know would help us lovingly. I'm proud of you, Joy Vive. Thank you, Shanna, for doing the same. You guys gave me the strength to take care of myself again. Thanks, Shan. Thank you. Thank you. I keep saying this to you, like we're all mirrors to one another, right? We're showing up for love. That is what we're doing. But we're seeing this ability to show up for love, and then we're choosing to do that in our own lives as well. Like it's you. Everything you see in this space is you. It's you. You're the one that's powerful, friend. You guys gave me strength. I just think about it in the sense that I can't make myself do a workout when I don't feel like it. What else will I neglect to do when my emotions dictate it? So, control of our minds is true love. You know how you do that? Like, and it's weird you say that even because technically neither are in control, right? Your body is the thing that's going to keep having cravings, that's going to want to do certain things, that's going to want to keep laying down. And then your mind has the ability to be the boss, right? You as a mind can tell your body, hey, do this thing. I'm gonna show you who's boss, type of vibe, right? And then noticing this mind as the observer to be like, I see how my mind is telling itself a story of victimhood, of tiredness, of not being prepared to go and do this thing and to just show up anyway. And I feel like this is something that people also kind of like limit themselves with is the expectation of how much you're supposed to do. If you don't feel like exercising, right? And you've set a time at which you will exercise, instead of just being like, you know what, I'm not going to do anything, go and do a single rep, one rep of the exercise that you want to do. And then more often than not, at least in my own fractal, I've noticed that if I'm willing to go and do one, I'm gonna be like, you know what? Oh, I might as well do 10. Might as well. And then 10 turns into 40. And then today, so far, 40 turned into 90. And I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do more still. Did some yoga as well. That was so nice. The yoga today was so gentle. So hot. It's so hot today. Like I've wetted my scarf completely and it's dry. It's actually getting dry and like I don't know if you can hear that. Love you so much, Joy Vive. So much. Yeah, so thirsty. Don't care who you are, where you're from. Don't care what you did, as long as you love me. I do, Susanna. I do, dear friend. I love you so much. I love all of you friends. I love you so much that it hurts me, you know, seriously. Like missing you friends. Hey, sorry. Oh, a person is called Bunny. I just got all my baby weight off, and the same week I found out I was pregnant again. Now I'm ready to do it again. Are you streaming somewhere else as well? I am. I'm so sorry, friend, for missing your messages. Don't forget about us. I didn't mean a little bit of a better frame because you now this weird cropping thing where it takes like the whole vertical frame and then it cuts a little slither out of it. So I do stream on YouTube as well. I have a little microphone set up so the audio is better and you get to see a little bit more of my world, the fractal that I'm living in. Meltmore, same username if you want to join me there. I'm proud of you, friend, for losing the baby weight and I'm congratulating you for having another one. I hope you have a beautiful time developing another human being inside of your body. I hope it's a beautiful process. I hope you get to eat foods that will nourish both you and your child. And I hope it's a beautiful experience bringing a new life into this world as well. Thank you. Is that a gobbledygoo? I did 11 push-ups. Yeah. That is 11 more than 0. 17 friends here right now. Sending you vibes. Thank you for joining me. We're just about to pull a card, actually. Doing push ups right now. This is motivating. Get him. Get him. Oh, goodness. Okay. If I put in push ups right after the cobra pose, it's become so easy to do push ups now. It's crazy how growth sneaks up when you do just a little at a time. Just do a little at a time. You'll notice, friend, that if you're patient with yourself and you're willing to do a little bit of time, you'll go far. So far. I've been thinking about that in the perspective of my drawings. I don't feel like I'm improving as fast as I would like to, but I have spent since getting my tablet 13 hours drawing. I spent 2 hours and like 47 minutes or something just today. So I'm like I'm going to put in the hours. I feel like I want to get close to 1,000 hours this year of practice, hopefully. And then over the next 10 years, maybe I'll be good. Kira Moore, is that you, Bunny? Thank you. Of course, your name is Kira Moore. Like I'm tripping out. Okay, here I am. Love you, friend. Thank you for joining me. Here's my space. I live in South Africa. It's nice having you here with us. Accidentally farted halfway through. I did 0.5 push-ups. Yeah, it's more than zero. Lol, I don't point the camera down for a reason during yoga. I just flop around like a little fish. Flopping around like a little fish, still better than nothing. Susanna, you keep reminding yourself, be patient. Wherever you are in your process, it's okay to be there. Mm. I did some partying with friends last night and woke up feeling unwell. But I've got water, coffee, some push ups, a little squeaky fart, and a long day of work ahead of me. Oh, shit. It is Saturday, isn't it, Gobbity Goo? Gob, takes care of doggos on Saturdays. Good luck to you, bro. I hope the dogs are compassionate and gentle with you. I've got this. Yes, you do. Oh, what kind of animals live back there? Uh, the wild animals. There's like foxes, warthogs, kudus, springbokkies, duikertjies. We have some owls and haridas. I thought I was seeing an owl as I said the word owl, and I was like, just a harida. Rabbits. We got a lot of rabbits. We got misseljaatkatten, which is a type of cat species. We got snakes. We got a bunch of snakes. We got lekavana, which are these massive lizards. Massive. So big. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm not that in the jungle to kind of like complete the loop. Hi, what a nice community. Yeah, we love you, Kara. We've been doing this for a while. We've been building on this community. It's been a process. Damn it, Melt. Why you gotta be so damn motivating? Literally making me want to draw and work out at the same time. Yeah. Thank you for motivating me too. And I want to do push-ups. Like literally, as you mentioned, you were doing push-ups. I was like, should I be doing push-ups right now? And then I was like, no, you're streaming. A little Burby just landed on the stick. Oh, the tree. Hello. It's nice seeing you too. Hello. Hello, little what? My shop doesn't do cats. Check out the YouTubist, a girl with the dogs. She grooms cats as well as dogs. How about that? Cool, more prey and small predators. Yeah, exactly. Looks like it could be the safari. It is basically a type of safari experience here. Hey, Duck Dad is here. Morning to you, bro. I do follow her YouTube, Gob. There we go. He already knows. She already knows. True Gobbity Goo. You're motivating as well. All of you friends. Lizards are scary. I kind of like lizards. I've had like a deep fascination with lizards for a long time as a child as well. I used to sneak up on them while they were baking in the sun and catch them from behind. They hated it, but I loved it so much. Oh my goodness, I love her so much. And we love you, Gob. Thank you for seeing that love, dude. Maybe you'll get to create content with her or something. Did I see one of her doggy videos, Gab? That's so nice. Joy, that's so nice. It's your mindset due to your personal growth work, or do you do some kind of coaching for work? Oh, that would be. I want to do coaching because it's a means to generate a little bit more income. Interestingly enough, Kira, but I do not have any qualifications, so I have an extreme amount of imposter syndrome to people to want to coach you. But I have done some work myself. I've gone through the process of being a depressive. I've gone through the process of being a nihilist atheist. I've gone through the process of being self-deprecating and self-hating, extremely overweight. I've gone through the process of removing myself from my friends and family for a year and a half, living in a different country, China. I've gone through the process of working a job that felt like I was selling my soul, and all of that has led up to us being in this moment right now. I hope to bring positivity into people's lives just with being positive myself, right? Like I honestly believe that the space in which I thrive is amongst friends, right? Having a conversation, sharing the joy of this experience we get to share. But it would be unfair for me to expect friends to always accommodate me whenever I want to have a conversation, right? So instead of expecting others to have the conversation, I expected myself to show up for the conversation. And then it started this process of us showing up every single day. And it's been 758 days now in a row of us doing this. Thank you for asking, friend. Are kudus like ram with the long spiral horns? Those are exactly kudus. You're right, Susanna. People have qualifications to do life coaching. I thought they just went for it. Technically, they have qualifications, right? Like you do a course and then you get like a piece of paper with your name on it, right? And I am doing a coaching course. I am. I am doing that. But I still have imposter syndrome. I'm like, nah, someone has to pay you for you talking to them. You talk to people all the time. You don't ask people to pay you for that. Who are you to ask people to pay you for your time? So hopefully I'm slowly but surely getting there. Sam, practice on me. She, I could be a life coach. In my home state, the requirements to be a counselor are so loose. God, the fuck? Said he was supposed to tell you. Yeah, Gob is God. It's gonna be like, yeah, Gob, you just keep doing what you're doing, or you're doing so well. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card, see what the sacred geometry has to say. You say stop. I don't know if you should say stop. I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Impatience. Yeah, one at a time. As soon as you say stop, I'm going to pick the card. Card time. You and Sam would be a great life coach, Melody. Thank you. I think Sam is also stop. Okay. Oh, yo, this is my favorite card. I say that for every card. I know, but I really like this one. This card is so beautiful. Oh, we were talking about the hawks, right? Oh, there's a dragonfly. There's a dragonfly on this card. Oh my goodness. I'm tripping out. I'm tripping out. Oh my. Look at that. Together we fly. Together we fly. Look at those beautiful human beings flying over a beautiful sprawling landscape. Look at that dragonfly. Look at it. We actually got a dragonfly in the stream. I made it. Oh, I'm actually melting a little bit right now. I'm like, tripping out. Oh, goodness. Together we fly. Oh, how perfect. May I get a card pool, please? Of course, Nova. Give me this one. Ooh. Shadow and Grace. Oh, that's your card, bro. Light Tree. Beautifully contrasted by more burbs. Of course. I'm going to read this one first and then I'll read yours for you, Nova. Together we fly. One more time. Look at those leafsies, those hawks, bananas, and dragonfly. Don't be alarmed, but Melty is stripping out. Surprise, surprise. Melty is stripping out again. Tell me what's new. This card, right, Shan? I'm like straight up tripping out. I feel like your intentions and advice is better than a lot of trained professionals who care more about new client acquisitions and have canned solutions for the person that they're helping. Yeah, I I do believe I'd be so good at helping people. I really do, in coaching people. But the thing for me is asking for money, right? I hate it. I hate it so much. And then I'm surprised that I'm not earning money. I'm like, oh, wow. The consequences of my own actions. Not at all, of course, but I'm just saying you'd be good at it. Thank you. Hit me up if you want to be coached, right? You got my Discord. Seriously. Like actually hit me up. Melty is so cute when he's excited. I'm tripping out that we pulled, like for me specifically it's the dragonfly. When I saw that dragonfly, my brain went full 180. It was like I have like 27 crushes. Yeah. You got a crush? That feels pretty apt, Gob. Don't be alarmed. Stop drinking beer for one. That's a good one actually. When the dragonfly flew into stream, I thought, watch the card, have one too. You predicted it as well, Jovan. Gob, are you going anywhere you can in order to be your fullest, most shining self? Did Gob share something? Thank you, Kira Moore, for saying that as well, friend. Just like to echo on that again. I'm supposed to tell you. Okay, okay. Melt, you already have helped so many people. You're amazing at it. Don't you flatter me? Oh, what are you eating? What are you eating? Are you enjoying your food? Starts changing the subject. Oh, together we fly. Growth and freedom. Alcohol isn't a good drug. Nah, it's the dirtiest one, actually. I would rather you do mushrooms than drink alcohol. I don't know anything. Don't listen to me. Embedded within this card is the beautiful geometry that has been created by the crop circle makers in Great Britain in 2005. It is reminiscent of ancient stone glyphs and suggests a code that, if carefully calibrated, may unlock potential and accelerate growth. The magical couple holds hands as they take wing and soar above a lush green. Wow, the animals just joined me. Of course, they were like, what? Is there some energy happening here? Where's Pippi? There she is. Now I'm dripping out even more. Oh goodness. The magical couple holds hands as they take wing and soar above a lush green tropical environment. Growth is all around them, embracing and nourishing their shared vision of expansive freedom within sacred union. By joining together in this freedom flight, they amplify their individual potentials and grow beyond the bounds of conventional relationship to a place of resonance with all of creation. Two hawks, access guides and flight and far-sighted awareness. The dragonfly reminds them not to get caught up in illusion. The illusion that you're not worthy of love because of how much you weigh. Just for today's, stream of patience, right? Being patient with ourselves. This card asks you to expand your vision of personal power, envisioning yourself unlocking your own capacity for growth and then reaching beyond yourself to touch the ones you love. It further asks you to allow your relationships to flourish and grow in their own manner and to celebrate the potential for mutual growth and shared freedom. Hot diggity damn. What a card to pull on today's stream, especially with the stuff we were sharing. Kira Moore joining us as well, Whew. Maybe a little bit. There you go. Okay. And then your card, Nova, contrast and choice. Ah, that was what the previous stream was. It was choice, then it was Damn it, did I forget already? Choice, discipline, and then contemplation or getting stuck in preparation. So, contrast and choice, Nova. Standing solid amid radiant geometry, a golden tree being stretches his arms towards the light of spirits spiraling in from above. He is confident in his life choices and his ability to both transmit and receive this brilliant energy. Your music, dude. In stories told throughout the world, ravens and crows are seen as communicators and magical assistants. They take wing and swirl elegantly through the scene, providing shadowy contrast to the golden light. This card suggests that there is a shadow and some contrast in your current circumstances. You may be required to make choices and act with genuine awareness in a situation you might rather avoid. Contrast is needed. Look closer at your position and evaluate your options. Know that you always have a choice in the matter. Have confidence that by the grace of your inner light and the integrity of your intentions, you will be guided towards right action. 2. Singing wolves flank this card, suggesting you view your current position from a stance of grace and personal confidence. No, you are protected in your decision to make conscious choices for yourself and for the good of all. Ooh, there's a butterfly that landed on my little box. Look at it. Don't look at my face. Look at the little butterfly. Look at how cute it is. He's so pretty. Oh, okay. What did I miss? Mm, mm. I only drink around my family, who I only see occasionally. It's under control. Same, actually. Alcohol is my favorite depressant. It does work. I ate McDonald's. It was okay. McDonald's were always exporting the worst garbage to other countries. I don't like alcohol. I need to drink a lot to get drunk. Even when I am, it's not fun. It's impairing. Yeah, it's as you know, our beloved, was it Connor said, it's a depressant, an actual depressant. It brings you into a low, and it can help when you're having conversations with people because now all of you are low together and you can kind of freely communicate. Calamitous cheese, nice having you. Uh, wow, what a beautiful card. No, you. I have a self-control problem. If you put a six-pack of cider in front of me, it will disappear. Me too. Me too. Joy Vive. That's why I don't buy it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just not going to. And then it is that way where if there's alcohol in the house, or not alcohol, right? I don't drink hard stuff like whiskey and stuff. I'll drink some Southern Comfort and lime every now and then, but beers or ciders or you know stuff like that. It's so nice to drink. It's so nice, and it's easy. Beer is the worst. Yeah. What's your favorite? What's your Discord link? I don't know if it is, but it might be in the YouTube, banner, I think. Again, Calamitous, nice having you. That gave me tingles. You asked for it, dude. Thank you for manifesting, friend. Kira Melt's Reddit link is in the YouTube info box, and from Reddit you can find the Discord link. I should publish the Discord link in the YouTube as well. Butterfly, damn, that card is wild. Circle time. Thank you, Sam, for manifesting that space. Oh, perfect, Joy Vive. Yeah, check the page out. Didn't see it. Thank you. It's okay. Thank you, Kira, for trying. I'll try and get a little bit more serious. I should get a little bit more serious. I got so much tingles and did that. Thank you for asking, Nova. I appreciate you, Brother Bear, for joining us again. I'll be there in spirit, Sam, seeing my favorite comedian tonight. There we go. That's pretty cool, actually. The question mark should have been an exclamation point. Tom Thacker. Hey, Google. Who's Tom Thacker? Tom Tucker. Working on it, he says. Liar. Tucker. Tacker, and Nate Bargatze is tied with first to Out of Sight, Out of Mind. The bird talking when Melty's cutting off his sentences to point his head. Me is scrolling. The butterfly landed again on my box. Please land on my hand. Can you land on my hand, little butterfly? Wanna land on my hand? Nah, likes the box more. Likes the box more than my hand. You see that little dude? So cute. Such a tiny little dude. I wonder what it finds so fascinating about my cards. I mean, it does have energy, all right? Oh, it's moving its back little wings individually. I wanted to land on my hand so bad. Butterflies are good luck. Yeah. It is my spirit animal, or my spirit bug, if you will. It's true, Nova. It is true. Like, unironically, like the spirit animal I most resonate with is actually the butterfly. My persona is more lion-esque, though. Butterflies are beautiful. I don't see them enough. I like seeing them every single time I do. Oh, bless you. Bless you, sweet girl. Cute purple butterfly. Oh, mush, 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 mush. Okay. Thank you, friends, for joining me again, sharing this moment, for showing up, for patiently waiting for this moment. Hey, Crayon, sorry for missing you. RJ Williams, nice seeing you too. Becky and Matilda's, sorry for missing you, friends. I've been very present on the YouTubes. Did you just close it up in your, no, 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 I mean, I didn't do that. I had to go check as well. I was like tripping out for a second, Joy Vive. No, it like flew away and then I closed the box. Melt's first zone. No, don't say that, please. Oh goodness. It's gonna be Meta Melt tunes. Meta Melt's gonna be a little lion. Oh, give me a cutesy little lion. Guess you can think of it as a first zone, technically. That's so fucking weird, dude. Why did you have to make it weird? You know what? Maybe it's the way it's supposed to be. Maybe you know what? I technically believe this completely. Neurodiverse people are usually the ones that end up being furries. You know, and I don't really think there's anything wrong with it, to be completely honest. Being a body is a trip, and it comes along with a bunch of expectation. We were literally talking today about losing weight, right? So if you feel as a body you are unlovable, putting on a suit of your persona can make it a little bit easier for you to be loving, be a person. Melty is already the cutesy little lion. I even got the teeth. Even got the teeth but to back it up. Have a beautiful day, everyone. I love you all so very massively, dearly. Melt and all of you absolutely incredibly amazing, terrific friends. No, you. Thank you, Jovan, for joining me. Sleep well, Nova. Please do. Hopefully, you all have a good day. Hopefully, you sleep well. Have a good time at your comedy show. Jovan, let us know how it goes. Laugh your heart out. I love you deeply, dearly, infinitely. And I'll see you again soon. Hey, goodbye, everyone. Love you.